Hi, my name is Carrie Moore, and I am a landscape architect and the owner of ISDM. If you're not familiar with ISDM, we provide online continuing education courses for landscape architects. One of the things that we are looking to do is to partner with different product companies to create and offer continuing education courses for landscape architects. If you currently offer courses, let's say in person, a lot of companies have lunch and learns, wonderful. Then you are familiar with the LACES requirements. But if you're not familiar with this, if you've never done a continuing education course for landscape architects, I'll give you a very short overview. Basically, the webinars that we offer, because we're a distance approved provider, are 1 hour in length, and the landscape architect has to then pass a quiz with a certain number of questions based on the length of the webinar, and they have to pass with a minimum of 75%. We have to provide them with certificates. They have to take a feedback survey about kind of the quality of the webinar, and then we have to submit them to the LACES. If you're not familiar with the LACES, it's basically the continuing education department, let's say, of the ASLA, the American Society of Landscape Architects. So one of the things that we like to do, and what we have done, is we've partnered with different product companies who have provided us with continuing education courses. And we have gone through the process of getting the course approved for distance. We have taken care of and provided the platform for the course to, sort of live on, so that it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to any landscape architect that wants to take it, or frankly, anyone who wants to take it. Is we take care of all of that infrastructure, all of the paperwork, all of the hassles, and what you get to do is basically educate and reach the population who specifies your product. We believe that this is such a win-win-win. It's a win for you because you get to be able to expose your product to existing customers of yours, but you get to have an hour of their time. I mean, how often are you able to capture an hour of their time? Very rarely, because they're always, trying to finish a project, and it's difficult, as well as be able to reach them when they have time. So let's say they have time at 10 o'clock at night. This gives you that opportunity. It doesn't mean that you would have to stop doing your lunch and learns. You could still do those. This just provides an additional way that you can reach those people that just don't have that hour during the day. And so we take care of all of the logistics. And we don't charge anything for you to offer your courses on our site. Because of this win-win opportunity, we believe that you guys have some of the best content that landscape architects are looking for. And so because of that, it's a win for us to be able to offer great content and great information from the people who make the products, install the products. You guys know it best. It gives you the opportunity to do webinars on how to specify it. What do landscape architects typically do wrong when they're doing a design and including your product? There's a million different ways that you could approach educating the landscape architects. The one thing that LACES does not allow is promotional content within the webinar. What that means is you cannot saying this is our irrigation head such and such model number and you should use this. But what you can do in the webinar is you can teach landscape architects how to properly design an irrigation system. Let's say if you're an irrigation product manufacturer. You can talk about the pitfalls. You can talk about how do the guys in the field actually install the product And how does that differ from what landscape architects put on their plans? You can discuss these things. And then what we have to do for the promotional aspect so that the landscape architects get to know all about your product, your company, is we separate that into a separate promotional section, whether that is a downloadable PDF catalog, whether it's pictures of your product, link to your website, your contact information. You can include videos about your product. It gives you an opportunity to educate them for 1 hour, to have 1 hour of their time. So I would love to be able to discuss this with you further. Please contact me if you're interested or if you just want to find out a little bit more. My email address is listed right here. It's Carrie@worldisdm.com.